Welcome to Saturday morning yoga at the Reno Buddhist Center. Feeling a little hoarse today, excuse me, but hopefully that won't prevent us from having a really good time. We have more people here than we ever have. 1, 2, 3, 4. The numbers keep growing. Come be our 5th next week. It's way better in person, actually. Everything's better in person, but I just feel like I'm just so much better in person. So yes, come join us Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. at the Reno Buddhist Center. And we've got a lot of yoga offerings here, so check out our website. There's all kinds of opportunities to come in and connect with yourself and connect with Source. All right. So everybody who's sitting in front of me and everybody at home, find a comfortable seat. And that might mean taking a block or a blanket and come seated on that, so that your knees can come lower than your hips. Because when your knees are up like this, it's really hard for your back to get straight, right? So either like that, or you can come sitting in hero's position and even put a block down there. That's kind of nice too. I've got a little reading for you. Actually, Reverend Shelley provided a little reading for us today. So you can just close your eyes down, take a few deep breaths into your belly. Feel the diaphragm pull down towards the pelvic floor. And then when you get to the end of that, now bring the breath into the chest and allow the chest to expand with air. Stretch all the little tiny air bubbles in there, all the alveoli. And then exhale, just passively at first, and then pull the belly back towards the spine. Really actively expel the air. And then the next time, make it even longer and deeper and more controlled. And stretch the capacity of your lungs, because today we will be breathing and moving and connecting with ourselves, calming our systems, bringing our nervous systems into a state of regulation, activating our rest and digest. And all of this is gifted to us through our conscious control of the breath. As Thomas Merton said, "What can we gain by sailing to the moon if we are not able to cross the abyss that separates us from ourselves?" If we can connect to ourselves, then we can make genuine connections to others. Our relationship to ourselves is reflected in our relationship with others. As our anxiety and hostility towards ourselves is softened, our defenses can begin to come down. We can begin to dismantle the fence, the barricade which surrounds us. We are intrinsically connected to all things in a mysterious way. When we lose sight of this connection, we lose one of the greatest ethical and behavioral reference points of our humanness. Am I my brother's keeper? Maybe. But surely I am my own keeper. If I can keep myself healthy and whole, and if all things are connected, then without any extra effort, I am naturally, through my own way of being, having a similar effect on all things. We must tend to the whole situation of our lives. Our compost pile needs to be turned over, and at the right time, this rich mixture of broken dreams, pain, and fear, and the fermented wisdom of our past seasons is spread upon the ground to enrich the soil and nourish our new crops of insights, ideas, and visions. Birth, growth, change, fruition, death, decay, and rebirth lead to more growth in a continuous, ongoing cycle. All of this happens naturally. And whether we like it or not, it is our choice, our human prerogative, to open to life, to appreciate it, be awed by it, or not. The choice is ours. Every cell in our body emits a sound. We can hear it with the scientific probes. We all have a radiance, we have a light, we have a sound. And the sound we use primarily for meditation and yoga is the sound of ah, oh, those 3 syllables of om, as it is the sound of creation. So I invite you all to bring your hands together in this prayer position and find your heart with your thumbs, allowing for your fingers to fall forward. Pull your shoulders up to your ears, drop them back and down a couple of times. And now feeling this circuit from one hand to the other, through the arms, through the chest where the heart resides, and back through the hands. I invite you to set an intention for your practice today and perhaps for the spring to come. Whatever intuitively pops into your head. And then we'll bring it into creation with the sound of creation, with the om. Let's all inhale deep. And take those hands out. We're going to just roll them around in circles, either with the thumbs inside of the fingers. You can try that, or just articulating one finger open and then closing them. And then we'll go the opposite direction, out to in. So we're going to come into cat-cow after this. And if you have any wrist problems, or if we're in downward dog today and you have any wrist problems, please do use your blocks or modify. We're going to be gentle with ourselves here. We're going to push ourselves always to the point of growth. So that's that place in between comfort where it's like, this is way too easy, and discomfort where it's like, ouch, this hurts. There's a little place, a sweet spot called growth. And that's where we're going to go today. I like that one. Let's do that one. Thank you. Let's pull the fingers back, and then we'll tick and talk and tick and talk 10 to 2. And then pull them down, and same thing, tick it, talk. Yes. I love influence from the Peanut Gallery. Other hand. And upside down. Good. Let's take the right hand down to the right. Reach the left arm over. Inhale into that intercostal space. Exhale as we come back through center. Inhale to the other side. And if you'd like to activate your Ujjayi breathing, your oceanic breath with the throat slightly constricted, to give your mind a place to focus, please do so. Come back through center. Let's place the hands onto the shoulders with the thumbs in back. And we'll inhale, turn to the left, all the way from the base of the spine to the tip of the head, and exhale, turn to the right. At some point, you start to feel like a spring. And you're just like a perpetual motion spring, popping from one side to the next. Each time you go a little bit deeper, so there's no reason to push yourself. You just start off with some kinetic stretching. It generally, gently warms up the muscles and stretches them little by little, bit by bit. Good. Now inhale the arms up, place the palms together. We're going to do that same motion and feel the difference there. Kind of moves it to a different part of the spine. All right, hands out front. They're parallel with the earth and at a 45 so that we have this beautiful external rotation and opening across our collarbones. And we'll inhale the arms up and exhale them down. Who holds tension in their neck? Who doesn't? Right? It's just opening up. And now let's go the weird direction. Yeah, that's strange. That feels strange. All right, back through center. Let's open those fingers up wide and place them down in front of us. Kick the feet out and kick our block out of the way. And place the middle fingers pointed forward and place your palms directly underneath your shoulders. Remember, we're going to keep that little pocket between our forefinger and our thumb pressed into the earth. And at the same time, we're going to try and bring the elbow pits, this crease forward as we rotate the triceps back and the biceps forward. So it's kind of a paradoxical movement. And make sure that your shoulders are placed right inside their sockets. Good. Inhale, drop the belly in the chest, raise the chin up. Exhale, under. And continue. Remember that every time you can go a little deeper. And you're working with inhaling until you can inhale no further, and that's your suspension. And exhaling until you can exhale no more, and that's your suspension with the breath held out. We're not closing off the back of the throat. We're continuing to inhale until we cannot anymore. And feeling that sweet suspension at the end of the inhale. And then exhaling until there's nothing left to exhale. Pulling the belly back towards the spine. And feeling that sweet suspension. All right. Back to a flat back. Let's warm up that back. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Up to parallel, no more. And then exhale, gracefully place them down. I forgot to say, put on your corset. So feel that core really pulling in, and that will help to stabilize you. Left arm, right leg. And just walk it out. If you jiggle or shake here, that is absolutely okay. Totally normal. If you want to place a nice little quarter folded blanket underneath your knees because you're totally into self-care, I'm for it. All right, back to a flat back. We're going to, this time, place our hand in a Gyan Mudra, the right hand, and then the left toes and the right fingers will reach for the sky. And then we're going to find an elbow to knee underneath the body with an exhale. Up, look up, exhale, under. If you need some more stability, you can tuck your back toes underneath. One more. Awesome. Feel that heat rise in the body. Place the hand and the knee back down. We're going to go to the other side. So left finger is in a Gyan Mudra, forefinger and thumb touching. And then the right toes reach for the sky. Eyes look up. Eyes look down to the knee. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Place them back down. Let's take those hips around in a big circle. So exhale as you come back down towards the hips. Inhale as you come forward. Gently warming up and stretching through those hips and the lower back. And as you do so, keep your face pointed towards the mat. Chin tucked back to elongate the back of the neck. And you find a good place to reverse. Please reverse your circle. And then let's bring the knees wide as the mat. Big toes come to touch behind the body. And we'll press back into an extended child's pose. If you cannot get your head to the floor, you can always use a block, or you can place one fist on top of the other and rest your head, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. No big deal. This is your surrendered pose. This is the place you can always come back to when anything gets too difficult, or you just want to spend some time with yourself, connecting your third eye to the earth, breathing long and deep and feeling that intuitive flow. I want you to remember that whatever I tell you to do is just something that I want to do, and I'm just one being and I'm not you. Although we're connected, I'm just kind of giving suggestions. So, if you're not feeling it or you just want to take a child's pose at any time, I am for that. I am all about that. I'm all about you taking care of you. And that's one of the things that we work when we're in yoga, is this idea of who am I and what can I take and what can't I take and what is it to take care of myself. We're always kind of getting to know ourselves that way, right? To bring it back to the original talk, to be in good relationship with ourselves so that in turn we can be in good relationship with others. All right, walk those hands over to the right if it pleases you. Perhaps the left palm comes on top of the back of the right hand. And you keep that left buttocks on the heels as you breathe into the left side body opening. And create a little bit more room in the heart's cage so it can be a little more wild. And then we'll walk those hands over to the left and do the same thing that you did on the last side. Make sure you drop that right armpit towards the earth. Or you could even play with, lifting it up and dropping it down and finding the sweet spot where you need to stretch across your armpit. Walking the hands back to center. I want you to create a space between your hands. Actually come up to hands and knees, bring the knees together. This is one of my favorite moves. We're gonna press back to an extended child's pose. And then with that space between the hands, look there. Inhale, see if you can't crawl there into a cobra. And then exhale back to extended child's. If this is too difficult at all, no big deal. Come into hands and knees, drop it to a cobra, come back to child's pose. Or you can try slithering. And back to hands and knees. We'll do inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again. Two more times. And now let's just stay in down facing dog for just a second. You can do what's called walking out your dog, gently bending one knee, extending the opposite heel towards the earth, and then doing that on the other side. This sort of walking motion. This shirt for yoga, maybe not. All right. And we'll inhale, extend the right leg back, extend it up, 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 up. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring the foot to the right thumb. Good. And then we'll inhale, left leg forward to meet the right. And come to a flat back. Exhale, bend over those legs. Inhale, hands to hips, and rise up with a flat back. All the way to standing. Good. Let's spend a moment in Tadasana. Now that we're up, bring those toes together. I like to raise my toes up, stretch them out, and then place them back down. Now I'm going to make sure that my inner arches are not falling to the floor. So I'm going to engage my quadriceps. Make sure that my arches are pulling up. Now, where are my hips? My hips need to be right on top of my heels. Find that sweet spot. Good. Now, my tailbone's reaching down while my pelvis is reaching down. At the same time, kind of engaging the pelvic floor. Good. Now, my corset, I got to put my corset on, so I got to take all of my abdominal muscles and reach them, spiral them in. That allows me to lift my heart. Good. Now, where's my head? My head needs to be right on top of my heart. Drop my hands to the sides, make sure that I've got this external rotation on. Wow, so balanced. Few breaths here, just feeling how stable you feel, pressing into the floor, equally on both feet, on all sides, all corners of those feet. If a strong wind came, you would still be standing. Let's bring some gratitude into our heart. Inhale the arms up to the sides. Bring them into prayer. Think of something you're grateful for, and then exhale it into your heart. 4 more things. Just let it come, whatever happens. Was that 5? 5 is my favorite. I just can't stop thinking gratitude. All right, awesome. Hands to the heart. Find your heartbeat with your thumbs. I'm going to play with a little bit of chair pose. So we're going to be sitting in an imaginary chair with your very strong legs. So you can do this either with your legs apart. I like to do it with my legs together, knees together, because it helps to stop the knock-knee from happening. So I do it with my knees together, feet together, but you do what's comfortable for you. And I like to go inhale and just drag my fingers onto the earth and come into a chair pose, trying to reach my arms back as much as they can possibly go. And then we can exhale, come back up to prayer. So let's just do that a couple times. And then we'll go a little bit further in just a second. Last time. All right. So this time, let me show you one time through. We're gonna inhale, come up into chair. And now exhale, bring the hands to the earth. Inhale, bring those hands onto the thighs. Press the crown forward so we're in a nice 90-degree angle with a flat back. And then we'll exhale the hands to the earth. Inhale, back to chair. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do it. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, chair. And exhale, hands to the heart. Couple more times. Last time. And feel your heartbeat. Breathe. Have some gratitude for that heart beating. Gratitude for that sweat. We have to sweat and smile and laugh every day to be healthy. Good on you, making healthy choices for you. And your choices will radiate out and affect everyone around you, causing them to make those healthy choices too. Look at how you being selfish, taking care of you, actually worked on everyone else around you. So it wasn't selfish as you thought all along, was it? You don't have any mats behind you. Good. Because we are going to inhale back in the chair and then come buoyant, come onto that left leg, exhale back into a crescent lunge. There we find ourselves. It's a good place to be. Shall we have some fun? So this is your inhale. Your exhale will find one hand going forward. So the right hand's going to go forward, left hand's going to go back. All the way in a circle, inhale back up. Fantastic. Then we'll inhale, exhale, bring the hands to either side of that front foot. Exhale, bring that foot back into a plank position. And we're going to inhale here, exhale, knees, and then chest and chin come to the earth. Those shoulders float. And then inhale into a cobra. Exhale back to child's pose. Come back up to hands and knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, tuck toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we'll inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend and bring it to the right thumb. Inhale, left leg follows. Flat back. Exhale, down to the earth. Inhale, hands on the hips. Flat back, come up. To the other side. So, right. Feet together. Yeah, nothing to worry about that. Feet together. We'll inhale, graze the fingers. Come up into chair. Exhale, bend. Inhale, flat back. Oh, I did something silly. Exhale, down to the earth. That's fine. And we'll inhale, come back up. We'll do that again. Inhale, graze the earth. Come into chair. All right, now stay in chair. We're going to bring the left leg back, correct? Yes, the left leg comes back. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, drop left leg or left hand forward, right fingers back. Inhale up. Inhale and exhale the hands to either side of that foot. Inhale into a plank. And with the shoulders always lifted, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. I'm going to grab some water. Feel free to do the same. All right, press back up to hands and knees and take it. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Tuck toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's hang out here for a second. It's a good place to be. Relax your head, please. And then walk the feet just one footprint closer to your hands. We'll take the right hand, reach it under the body, reach it all the way to the left ankle, or perhaps to the left heel, and try and twist to the body. Release the right hand back. Let's take the left hand back to the right heel or to the ankle. And relax, breathe into that twist. Bring the left hand back to the front of the mat. And we'll inhale the left leg up this time. Exhale, bring it to the left thumb. And then inhale, right leg follows. And we come into a flat back. Exhale, down to the legs. Inhale, hands to the hips, and come up with a flat back. All right. I'm going to do it all again, but this time with a twist. So let's inhale, back into chair pose. Right leg goes back. And we'll inhale the hands to the heart. I'm going to turn towards that left knee and try and hook the right elbow to the outside of it. Now, if this is not happening for you, just bring that right hand down to the earth and the left arm overhead. No big deal. There's levels of a twist. Whatever you want to go to, you can go there. If you want to, if you just like, I have a feeling that there's some people behind me that are like really good. So if you want to take that bind, you can take the bind too. Up to you. All right, release that twist, come back up. And we're going to drop the back heel down. Inhale the arms up. Right hand comes down to the right thigh. Left arm overhead. Inhale, put the arms up. And exhale them to either side of that front foot. Inhale back into a plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale back to child's pose. Inhale the cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow, tuck toes. Exhale down, facing down. Inhale left leg up. Exhale a left foot, a left thumb. Inhale right leg follows, come to a flat back. Exhale over those legs. And inhale hands to hips. Rise up with a flat back. Get your bearings. Inhale into chair. This time the left leg goes back. And we'll inhale against the heart. Turn over that right leg and either place the left hand to the inside of that right foot or come into a twist. You're up on the ball of that back foot. You're trying to bring the hands to the middle of the heart. You're doing the best you can. And then we'll inhale the arms back up. And drop the left arm down to the back thigh as we drop the heel down to the earth. Right arm comes overhead, raise that chest up. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale them to either side of that front foot. Inhale back into a plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, shoulders are lofty. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. We can walk our hands back up to kneeling, and then we'll just do this move where we bring our buttocks over to one side, and we can bring the legs out in front of us. Let's tuck the right heel of the foot into the left upper thigh. I saw the AC go on, so I think we're hot enough. Bring those toes up towards the face. And we're going to just gently crawl the heart down towards that leg. Make sure you're leading with the heart. Again, pulling that chin back so the back of the neck is extended. come on up. This left arm is going to come to the inside of this left leg as I turn my body towards the knee. And the right arm will come overhead. This is actually your exhale here. As we inhale, the right arm will come up and in back of us with the fingertips pointed away. Left arm comes up, chest up. Exhale into that first position. Inhale into second position. Nothing to do with ballet. This is not in first and second. And if you want to take it a little further, as you inhale, you can raise your body up off the floor into a gentle back bend. I don't know if it happens for you in yoga, but it happens for me. I just love yoga. That I just, I get in these positions, I'm like, oh, it feels so good to be in my body, and my body is so beautiful. So I hope that happens for you. I invite that to happen for you. Oh, feels so good to wake up and to embody, and to be in this vessel. When you get to a good place, let's bring both legs forward and take a forward fold. So bring in those toes up towards the face. If you need to bend, that's fine. But we'll inhale and reach that chest forward, and then exhale and leading with that chest, come over those legs. If you happen to be one of the lucky people that can touch your toes, let's give them some love by taking the peace fingers around the big toe and then placing the thumb into the toenail, pressing on it. It's a meridian point, it's an acupressure point. And at some point I'm going to look up exactly what it does, but it does good things for you. So just feel that I'm doing good things for myself and it feels so good. My yogi says that women need to do this position 5 times a day. It's really good for emotional balance. So just something to think about if you happen to be emotionally imbalanced. I mean, I don't know, it happens to me. I don't know if it happens to you. First, drink a big glass of water and maybe bow your head to your legs. And then call a friend. All right, walk yourself back up. Let's do the other side. I'm just going to turn so I'm facing you. All right, so the left heel will come into the right upper thigh, and then we'll bring those toes up towards the face, and we'll inhale our chest forward, exhale, crawl it down over those legs, hinging, and then relaxing the head. You can even shake it now because that is your right. And walk the hands back up. And we'll place the arm alongside the leg and the other arm comes overhead. Inhale, exhale. And then inhale, the hand behind you. And the other hand comes overhead. If you want to, you can raise your body up. And to me, you all look really beautiful. So if you just want to have that thought right now, it's like, oh, I must look so beautiful. I don't know because there's no mirror in front of me. I am going to just agree with you. You look gorgeous. You look like flowers blossoming in spring. I love it. Come on down. Let's kick both legs out. And we'll do a straddle. So these are great for this because most people cannot make it to the floor. Life goals, toes towards the body. And we can even, sometimes we have some flush we can move out of the way. I've got a lot of it. And then we're going to come down. So, you know, whatever, you know, my son is like up like this. I do yoga with my son for homeschooling. It's amazing. Whatever the best, you know, way for you to arrange yourself, to get yourself to gently open up the inner thighs. Whatever that is for you, you find that place. It could be nothing. It could be, you could be up on your fingertips. You could do the 2 fist technique. And just relax into that. Please breathe into the opening of your lower back and your inner thighs. You can inhale, press yourself back up. Good stuff. And we'll gently bring our legs to the front of the mat. Place the soles of the feet on the earth and get ready to roll down. So if it feels comfortable for you and you want a little bit more ab stuff, we're going to gently put that C curve in the lower spine, reaching the sacrum down for the earth, but slowly, kind of spreading our vertebrae. You can feel one by one, reaching for the earth. And when you get there, you're there. Just a couple more stretches and then we get to relax. All right, so let's bring those heels towards the buttocks. And we're going to cross left ankle over right knee. Press that left knee away. The hands come out to the sides, palm face down. Actually, let's do a little bit of this first. First, the hands come up, and then the right hand comes to the outside of the right leg, and the left hand comes between those legs. You can either grab out under the thigh or under the knee on the shin. It's a little bit of a counter movement to the movement we were just doing. Go ahead, relax, release. Now bring the hands out to the side. Completely cross left over right. Or you can leave it where it was and stamp it down, but we're gonna bring the knees over to the right. So either with the legs totally crossed, bring the knees over to the right. And this is gonna get into a nice spinal twist into the hip. Trying to keep that left shoulder on the earth as we do so. Back up through center. Let's do the other side. So placing the soles of the feet onto the earth, rearranging the hips. The right ankle will come on top of the left knee. Reach the arms up. Right hand goes between the legs, left hand to the outside, and either grab behind the thigh or on the shin and pull. The knees towards the chest as you're gently trying to elongate the lower back on the earth at the same time. Keep that ankle or the foot flexed towards the knee to protect the knee. And then we can release the legs, bring the arms out to the sides. And again, either we're going to drop these knees down and stamp that left foot. That's one sensation. Or you can try crossing the legs and dropping the knees to the left. That's a different sensation. One's a little bit deeper, I'd say. Try and keep that right shoulder blade in contact with the earth and just breathe into the hip opening. And then inhale, bring those knees back up. Place the feet down about mat width distance apart. Rearrange the pelvis so it's centered. And we'll inhale, drop the knees to the right. Exhale, drop them to the left. Couple times. One last back bend before we close. So bring those heels back together and as close to the buttocks as you can get them. I'm going to say tail from now on, tail. And even roll that tail down so that your lower back is flat on the earth. And your hands are going to reach down for those heels. If you can grab them, amazing. I'm going to place my palms of my hands down along my side. I'm going to inhale and push the pelvis up. And let's just do this a couple of times before we stay. So I'm going to exhale, bring my upper back in contact, and then my middle, and then my lower, and finally my sacrum. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of that C curve again. Inhale up. Exhale, C curve the spine, and really just roll one vertebrae down at a time. Slow and control. Last time I'm going to press up. And then if you can really maneuver your shoulders underneath your body, perhaps clasp your hands together. If you can get the palms together, that's great. If you can't, that's fine. And start to press the chest forward. Do not move the neck. Keep on pressing into those heels. Press the pelvis up. Press the chest forward. A little back bend. Breathe, please. Release those hands, come down off the shoulders. Exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum. And release those legs down to the mat. Yep, we're there. So actually just do one more. Bring the knees into the chest because we can't end without happy baby. It's just too fun. It's just nice to end on a happy baby note to complete the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Bring those soles of the feet up to the sky, and then the arms come between the legs, and then the hands sneak out to the outside of those feet. Try and keep your lower back on the earth as you pull your knees towards your armpits or perhaps the floor. Life goals. If it feels good and you want to rock side to side, please do so. If it doesn't, don't. If you want to extend one leg and then the other, you can do so. And when you're ready, you can relax into Shavasana, your final relaxation. And this is much of an efforting pose as any of the other ones, because your effort is going into relaxing. Life is stressful, constantly stressful. Yeah. So we're consciously relaxing. We're going to find the parts in our body that hold the stress, and we're going to use the conscious intention and the amazing power of our brains to tell them to relax and to let go. Our big centers are the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet. They do so much. So please relax the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. And bring your focus and attention to the brow center, the area right between the eyes, about a ½ inch above that place where we hold our worry. Please use your conscious intention to relax that place. And let that relaxation melt now down into your inner eyes, outer eyes, and down into the ears. Relax from the brow down through the eyes to the ears. Relax the tongue away from the palate and relax the pelvic floor. Tongue and pelvic floor. Scan your body from toes to crown, sending a wave of relaxation and letting go. Everywhere your awareness focuses. Consciously relax your body. Bring yourself into a state of safety and calm. And when you feel that you have attained that and you are there, now relax the mind and the control on the breath. Stretch your wiggle fingers and toes. Stretch your arms up above your body. Gently waking up Pull your knees into your chest. And when you get to a good place, you can drop those knees over to the right and raise your right arm up and come on top of that upper arm with your head. Left arm down in front of the chest. And when you're ready, gently press your way on up to seated. We'll want to end with one chant of Om. Inhale deep. Thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste.
Thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Have a beautiful morning, beautiful day. Just a reminder, you're welcome to donate on PayPal or Venmo. We appreciate all your generosity, and we have a Sunday service tomorrow. You may come in person or continue on live stream if you'd like. It's at 10 o'clock. So thank you very much. We'll see you soon.